All right, welcome back, you guys. So, yeah, we finished like sort of the first proper run through yesterday. And yeah, I think today we'll maybe get like a baseline PB or something. I don't know. I should practice some of the fights though. I kind of want to test the Calamite thing a bit more, which I didn't really do. I should probably fight the DLC fights a bit more. And what else? Oh yeah, the opening for what's the boss called? Centipede Demon and Gaping Dragon was really concerning on the last run. Like I didn't end up getting hit on either of them, but just it wasn't like what they normally do.
Best nut ever.
So Adskew, thanks for the Burning Prime sub, dude. Do a Bloodborne run? It'll be rare that I do Bloodborne. But I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Look how much damage this staff does. It's so funny.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
What's up, Gina?
Tram, thanks for the 3-month Prime sub as well, dude. Like, the staff is legitimately a good weapon. Like, a decent weapon. Ooh, that was kind of... was kind of close. Oh. Oh. Devastating. This is the level 1+0 weapon is this thing, as you could probably understand why. How's it going, Osman? Surely I have a save file for Artorias as well. Yeah, I'm just going to practice a couple of the fights here, and then we'll start a baseline run, I guess. Although I don't even know if I need to do one. Like, we could probably just get the run right away. This is a pretty simple run. Start your no-hit journey on Elden Ring. I guess the tips would just be, like, to practice properly, and I don't know what else. Like, learn and then win, of course. I might eventually do level 1+0 no-hit in this game, maybe. We will see. But the run would basically look like this. You're just, like, poking the bosses with this weapon. It's a good weapon, and it's a good staff.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Or a good catalyst, I guess. Reclusive Whim, thanks for the Bernie Prime sub, dude. This is thrust damage, right? This thing? I'd have to assume. Because yeah, in my route for level 1+0 before, I ended up killing like Super Ornstein instead. So you get Leo Ring, and then like the damage would actually be even higher than this. Whoops. Probably. How's it going, Elf Man? Welcome back, dude. Cappy, thanks, dude. Who are you attacking, dude?
Maybe.
Just the range on it isn't so great, though.
Not ever.
Hello there, machine of love.
Assuming all boss run has little backtracking. I mean, we have to backtrack a little bit in certain sections. Like you have to anyways in this game, but devastating whiff. I don't actually even think it matters. They just guess this one, and then where's my soul spear? Why do I have why do I have great soul arrow equipped here?
Not ever.
Heo.
It doesn't make sense. I guess I forgot to swap it.
Maybe.
Okay, let's do Calamite again.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Tarnish from Poland, thanks for the 9-month resub. Jimmy, thanks for the 14-month resub, and Dajiran, thanks for the Bernie Prime sub, dude. Yeah, we need to make sure to not get hit by the lizard here. Yeah, we did get some snow finally. It's starting to get a bit colder, so. Like, I actually got hit there. Again. Like, that's a hit. I wonder if I should kill the lizard or something. Reveal, thanks for the Bernie Prime sub, dude. Maybe I shouldn't land on this ledge, but I like this ledge. Don't just shoot him. Like, how do I get hit by him there? It's insane. There we go. Just get him out of there. Yeah, there's some RNG on this, but The only thing is that I make sure that even if I get like weird RNG, I don't get hit. What is going on here, though? This is why I wanted to test out this strat more, because I don't really understand it. There we go. Yeah, Calamite delete. Exactly, dude. Let's see what happens here. I took a really long time on that. No problem. Kind of annoying, man. I wonder if, like, if this happens too many times, it's probably slower than just using Goth. Yeah, if anyone's running, the whole idea of this strat is that you can... you can avoid having to go to Goth and, like, get the key and get the cutscene and stuff. But I don't... Like, apparently there's some RNG with this strat where, yeah, just, like, sometimes... he doesn't fly out based on his cycle. Anyways, it seems like as long as I'm paying attention, and I don't just like sit out there for too long, I can't really get hit, it seems. It's 4 cycles with the damage I have. It's probably possible to hit him multiple times. But I don't know. I think he has like a slow version of that and like a quicker one. I think that's the slow version. But the other one, you can follow it up with the club. I don't know. I definitely remember being able to differentiate them, but I don't remember at this point. Not that it matters for sorcery anyways, but for melee it matters. I think, yeah, I guess, I don't know. I can't tell the difference right now. I'm pretty sure there is a difference though. I just can't tell. Or maybe I'm rolling out of the range where he can follow it up. I don't know though. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter for magic. Only matters for melee, but you could probably do this run without having to practice these bosses to this point, like, very easily. Because you'll see in a second how quickly this boss dies, but I just think it's better, it's a good idea to be able to fight them with low damage as well. Like, this is significantly lower damage than a melee build would normally have here. But it's just good to actually be decent at the bosses. Even if I kill them so quickly and easily with the build I have. Let's go on Rune. I remember the movesets of these bosses. Like, I guess they're really simple bosses, right? Even Artorias, like, he doesn't really have a complicated moveset, but I remember the moveset so much better than I thought I would after, like, 3 years of not fighting these bosses. Okay, roll directly back on this one. Oh my god, dude. How does that miss? I'm gonna free him it now. Because I can't comprehend how that misses. Got like a Beast Clergyman hitbox going on. I don't get the pendant just because literally the only reason I don't is because I don't have a light source at that point to go get it. So yeah, DS 1 and 2 don't have mana or FP. Which is pretty strong, yeah. Okay, well that's the DLC boss. That was pretty clean. I do wonder though, should I find a save for Gaping Dragon? I mean, I handled it fine the other time. What makes God Run 3 different? Well, this is all bosses. I don't know. I'll just make a save as we get there, I guess. Whoops. Oh my god, what a disaster. Mal, welcome back, dude. The run was significantly slower than I thought it would be, actually. I'm not sure if that's just because I was playing really slow because the route's not fully figured out, or if it actually is just way slower than I think. Evil, thanks for the Burning Prime sub, by the way. I think I said thanks for that already, but I can't remember. How's it going, Mist? Yeah, this run, I guess I predicted it was going to be around 1 hour 50 for this route on DS1. but the run yesterday was like 208 or something like that, so not really sure what. But yeah, for the actual Trilogy All Bosses run, it should be around 7.5 hours, I guess now. I was predicting 7, but DS1 might be longer than I think, so. Rating flasks in general, Elden Ring, and then DS1, DS3, DS2. Like, what do you like more about Elden Ring over DS3? Because they're basically the same, no?
Regrettably.
Well, yeah, DS2, I agree. I think life gems are maybe too good. But I don't know how you could say that, like, humanities are insane too, right? But I guess they're just not as accessible, but they're still broken as hell because they heal you to full instantly. Like, humanities are arguably more broken than life gems. And so for me, like, when it comes to the healing stuff, yeah, I like DS3. I like Elden Ring as well. And then I don't know about after that, to be honest. Like, DS1 and DS2 would be about the same for me. I do like upgrading your flask through the game, which DS2 has. This game, like, you do that in one way, but the actual quantities you have are based on the kindling, right? Which, like, I don't know. It's pretty powerful, right? Getting, like, 20 heals early in the game. But yeah, for me, Elden Ring and DS3 are the best ones, I think. Yeah, 25 flasks plus a shit ton of humanities, which you can buy. I think the cheapest humanities are what, like 5k each or something like that? Which is just an instant, not an instant, but a full heal. So yeah, I do think in DS2 it's too easy to totally just not use your, like, not bother upgrading your flasks. It's still good to do it, but you don't need to. Like, especially if you know the game well, then there's, like, almost no need to. And especially the fact that life gems allow you to move while using them. And then, yeah, Demon Souls, I would probably put below, like, the grass. I'm not a huge fan of. And the worst, by far, in my opinion, is the vials. Vials are just a huge pain in the ass, dude. That's the worst one. Because at least in Demon Souls, you can just carry a lot of them. Although, like, I guess, I don't know. Maybe that's a problem in some ways because you can just heal forever, but like, Demon Souls and Bloodborne are both the lowest. I just really do not like that idea. Like, needing to farm for healing items is dumb in a Souls game, I think. I think they're just straight up a bad idea. I guess it's not as bad in Demon Souls because the game's way easier, so you're not as likely to run out of grass. I think in any playthrough I've seen somebody do of Demon Souls, like my brother's playthrough over the break, they didn't have to farm grass at any points just because they, like, had enough from just drops and stuff. Whereas in Bloodborne, like, if you're playing the game, you're gonna have to farm vials. There's basically no way around it unless you're just a god or something on your first playthrough. Just a terrible idea. But yeah, I think Elden Ring and DS3 are the best ones. Like, just Estus flasks, you go through the game, You pick up the 2 upgrades, like the Estus shards plus the undead bone shards and stuff. What I've actually seen a lot of people doing is there's like a glitch you can do to access one of the developer dungeons. I don't know how to do it. I've never done it myself, but some glitch you do, and then you just get a shit ton of souls there or echoes, and then you just buy vials with that, so you don't have to farm. Yeah, it's just not a good idea. To put farming in a Souls game. Other Ring is even better. You know where to find flask upgrades. Like you mean with them being at like a consistent location? Yeah, I think that's good too. I don't really mind it either way though, because yeah, in DS3 you have Estus shards and the bone shards at kind of like just kind of random spots, but I don't think that's bad. Or they're not randomized, but they're just spots where you wouldn't expect a special item to be necessarily. Whereas in Elden Ring, you get to a church, and then you're just like, oh, there's going to be a sacred tier here, probably. I don't mind. I think either way is fine. Just like that they limited the throwables in DS3. I agree. It's kind of annoying. Especially the arrows, I think. I don't like that you're limited on arrows. I don't see the point in doing it. Or like so limited. Only carrying 99. I mean, maybe it's not that bad. It's just I don't really know why. The only reason I could think of why is to just make it so that you're forced to use different arrow types. And they drop a bunch of echoes. What you're talking about? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I just don't think farming should ever be in a Souls game where there's a lot of grinding bosses out and all that stuff. I don't think you should add in additional like wasted time basically in farming for like I still don't like farming for rare weapons and rare armor and stuff like that, but it's more acceptable because you don't have to do it at all. But in Bloodborne and to a degree in Demon Souls, like you could potentially be forced to farm basically, which is just I don't know. Oh, the farming dungeon technique. Yeah, okay. So annoying trying to you can't increment by 10 in this game, so you gotta slowly go up. But then if you just hold the button, then you go up way too high, get to like 100 instantly. Elden Ring has the strongest consumables. That's probably true, yeah. I mean, I did a consumable no-hit run, and it was a genuinely decent build. Like, I can't remember. The only boss that caused any sort of issues on it was Elden Beast. But part of the reason for that was, you know, being like a double boss fight on consumables. You just don't have as many things to carry. But like, if you guys remember, it blasted through the game, basically. Fan daggers, you have the... You've got a lot of stuff, man. Anyone ever done Trilogy? Definitely not, no. At this point, I believe there's only 2 people even who's done the DS2 SL1 bosses run. Myself and Finn. I don't know if anybody else has, but as far as I'm aware, that's it. So, yeah, that's a run that's like far and above the other SL1 runs for obvious reasons. Crafting items shouldn't be purple. I agree. Because purple items should be something where you go to pick it up and it's like, oh man, this is going to be some like good rare item. And it's just like an Arteria leaf or something. So disappointing. Yeah, and somebody said Liza P. Maybe Liza P has better consumables. I don't really know the game that well, but based on what I've seen, the consumables in Elden Ring are better, I would say. I do really like the colored items in Elden Ring, though, because it's always exciting seeing gold. Seeing, like, some gold item just sitting somewhere. It's like, oh, man, you got to pick that up. In these games, almost every item looks the same. There's a few exceptions, right? But... Mushrooms are the best loot in the game? In Elden Ring, you're saying? In DS2 and DS1, mushrooms, like, as far as consumables go, I don't know if I've ever used one in this game, actually, but in DS2, mushrooms are so good. Like, another really good heal over time item, but it actually lasts a really long time.
Maybe I'll give you
Love
the
mushrooms,
best
the
nut
Elizabeth
ever.
mushrooms. I don't know, are they... I don't believe there's any in DS3, unless I'm just totally forgetting. I wonder why they took those out. Patty, thanks for the 4-month resub, dude. The early game on this run, like, that is one downside to doing the sorcerer route compared to a melee route. Like, on your first no-hit run, is that it ends up taking probably a good I don't know, like... Surely I forgot to pop a soul. What did I miss? Why am I missing soul pickups, dude? I didn't think I forgot anything. Well. I don't know. I have no idea which one I missed, but I missed a big one, clearly. Because I'm short a whole level here. Not even close. I wonder which one I missed. Oh, did I miss this one? Oh, I did miss this one. Oh, what should I go? I don't need to go back up. I think 16 inch should be fine. Obviously just wasn't paying attention earlier. It'll probably take like one extra soul arrow here, so I just need to make sure to not miss. I think the backup plan, if I do miss, I have to just use the bandit knife to finish off the fight, which is really bad, but yeah, people were asking about a soul level 1 version of this run. Nobody's done it. Will I do it at some point? Probably not. Honestly, I don't really like doing soul level 1 in these games at this point, unless it's DS2, because DS2 is the most interesting one. But the other ones, it's just not enough of a change that I feel like is worth my time to do, almost. You know, like, think about Elden Ring, SL1. Think about DS1, SL1. DS3, SL1. Like, they're all just basically the same run. You have the same upgrade path, so you take the same route. The only difference is you're dealing, like, 75% of the damage. Or more, even. So I'm just not interested in them, really. Unless it's DS2, because DS2 actually does change the fights. Right, you got to be much better at the bosses, and it does change the route in terms of like what items you end up getting. You know, like the decision to get the peasant set or not, getting the ladle. Because there's stat boosting in DS2, but it's not to the like absurd degree of Elden Ring, and then also, it's not stat boosting stuff that you would just get anyways, like you do in Elden Ring, right? Because most people get Radagon Sword Seal and they get Godric Great Rune regardless of if they're doing level 1 or not, because they're such good items. Clearly, this will go fine.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
You moo mem. Thanks for the brand new prime sub, dude. Hardest name ever to say.
your coin. All of it.
And Straw Buzzard, thanks for the brand new sub and not a word.
Maybe. I'll give you
Thanks for the
best
$2
nut
donation,
ever.
dude. Is DS1 worth playing? It is worth playing, yeah. If you like the Souls games, then it is worth playing. I'd probably, if you just like played Elden Ring or something and you're looking for the next Souls game, I'd probably go to like DS3 first. But I think Sekiro's really good. I don't like it as much as any of the Souls games, though. What about the lore? Couldn't tell you. I wish it made sense to do a sorcerer route in Dark Souls 3. You could, or I mean for the trilogy all bosses run, you could maybe argue that a pyromancy run could at least be viable, but I think it's just too slow, and there's not really like pyromancy is good in the base game of DS3, but it's not nearly as good in the DLC. And so there's not, I don't know. Like melee is definitely the best overall. Most efficient.
Good judgment comes from experience,
Elfman,
and a
thanks for
lot
the
of
1,000
that
bits again,
comes
dude.
from bad judgment.
I appreciate that. Thanks, dude. How do I deal with Medir? I don't know what you mean. Like, what about him? Fall control. Like, Medir just dies. Like, he's probably the easiest boss. One of the easiest bosses in that run. Unless you mean, like, the bridge Medir or something. But... well, no, Medir has a lot of health, but he just... when you have the twin blades, you deal a lot of damage. Yeah, technically Medir, if you go watch an all bosses speedrun, Medir actually is scripted on those. Like, it goes the same way every time. I don't use the silver pendant now. There's just... I don't think there's really a point. Well, there's a point, but it's... I don't know what light source I would use to open up that door. And it is just unnecessary. Like... All those dark orb attacks are pretty... Oh my goodness, dude. Pretty simple to handle. Yeah, imagine a dragon without fire deflection, dude. It's a miracle. Actually a miracle. I wonder if this is too far up. I'm not really sure because I messed this up last time. Oh. Oh my goodness, dude. There we go. I think that's better. Wolfpack, how's it going, dude? Yeah, in the melee route, I would be getting to ONS at about this point. But it's not that... It's not that this run is overall, like, significantly slower. Maybe it is. For all bosses, I'm not really sure yet, but...
I'll give you the best.
It's more
nut
that,
ever.
you know, we have more setup on this, but we also kill bosses a lot more quickly. So it kind of evens out a bit. For my any percent, my safe route... My safe any percent route with, like, a melee build was around a 115 or so. But with magic, it was 120. And so this one, you know, it's a little bit slower. I think this one, my faster route was maybe around 135 for all bosses. But that was, like, a good speed route. I was kind of being a little unsafe. This one, I think will be around 150 probably. So around 50 minutes slower. But it's just going to be way more safe, so. Opinion on the idea of Elden Ring DLC coming out next month? I forgot to get this bonfire, dude. That's really annoying. I should have gotten this at the start. I think it's very unlikely. Just because... Why... If it comes out a month from now, they would have said something, I would imagine. They should announce it at a point where players have enough time to kind of replay the game, get excited about it or whatever, but a month is not a lot of time. Joe Peng as well. Thanks for giving out a sub, dude. I appreciate that. I still haven't really figured out what to do about the guy chasing me at the top of Sens. That'd be some good thing to do. Get a trailer on the anniversary. Yeah, I think that would make sense. at this point, because I think if they were planning to release it at the 2-year anniversary, then they would have announced it at the Game Awards probably. I believe the guy who chases is that guy down there. I wonder if I could... kill him or turn him or something. It's just the speed at which he walks is just... it perfectly gets him through these traps. Like, basically every time. It is insane how it's consistent. Except, okay, this time he got blasted, but... wonder if I could do some sort of little delay maybe and it would change it. I don't know. What's the point of debating fog walls? Doesn't have a boss behind. Well, they stopped doing that in DS3, or I guess actually Bloodborne, but I don't know what the point is. Have to add at least 35 new bosses? I highly doubt it's going to be 35 like brand new bosses. But yeah, it should be huge, right? Like, it'd be hard to imagine they release a DLC that has, you know, like one area or something. Should be able to do this now. I want to see if this will make me one-shot the lizard guy. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of new bosses that are... there's going to be some reused bosses, obviously, right? There has to be. They might just kind of reskin them a little bit. Like, there might be a new dragon boss. That's basically the same moveset, but kind of like an X-Sykes or something that has kind of like one different thing about him. I think I don't mind that, but huh? Okay, well, I guess you should just walk off. I hope they give us some new stuff though. Yeah, we don't one-shot him, so I guess there's no point in leveling up there. Enter DLC via painting? I really hope not, because they need to, like, eventually they need to have one new idea. Surely. They need to have a new idea eventually, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I hope they add... yeah, 5 to 7 sounds about right. Yeah, remembrance bosses, and then... Well, I mean, I would even go as far as saying probably like 4 Great Rune bosses, and then like 8 Remembrance bosses or something like that. But yeah, Remembrance bosses don't really mean anything necessarily, because like, the fact that Fortisax is a Remembrance boss means that like they're fine with just a reskin Remembrance. It's more about the Great Rune bosses. Those are like the absolute main bosses. It would have been very awkward if I stopped short of the button there and just got attacked from behind. How's it going? Call me mommy. Nice name. Moose being a Remembrance is weird. Well, I don't really know what Remembrance means, to be honest. So I don't know if it is weird or not. Hey, great. Have you Soul Arrow? Homing Soul Mass.
I will stay.
Like, I understand the Great Runes, but I don't really understand the like why certain bosses have remembrances, why some don't. No idea. Sleep Dragon Breath? That'd be hilarious, dude. Yeah, they could easily add a Sleep Dragon, right? Like, why not, dude? Why not add a Sleep Dragon? Why not add like a new avatar type? That'd be really cool. Imagine like a swamp, but it's a sleep swamp instead. I think that'd be sick. And then you got like a Sleep Dragon in there. You're just constantly getting slept. That'd be awesome, dude. I guess maybe be like a mushroom forest or something, and there's just sleep raining down from the mushrooms. I think that'd be a really good idea. Kind of like, I guess sort of like the butterflies in the Huntsman's Copse or something. But it's just a bunch of mushroom trees. Yeah, high on mushrooms. Hallucination. Debuff. Yeah, hallucination status. Yeah, you see like enemies that aren't actually there, and you go to attack them, and they're just like a ghost, and they can't actually hit you, but you have no idea who's real. It'd be hilarious, dude. It'd be so annoying, though. That'd be so annoying. Six-player PvP area? Dude, why stop at 6, though? Like, they should go more than that. PvP is more fun the more players there are, honestly. Like, especially in a invasion setting. Like, in the arena, it can get a little chaotic, but... Oops. Somehow didn't aggro that enemy. Let's go on Aram. Do I like your new name? What was it before? I can't remember. What's up, AV, as well? I can't remember what was after the Opie part before. But yeah, I guess I like it. I think it's fitting. Oh, someone reported your name. What the hell? Find them. Koenig, have a good night, dude. We should add a randomizer to the base game. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't think they need to worry about that. What they need to do, not even what they should do, what they need to do is add proper co-op.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Into the Souls games, dude. How cool would that be if they retroactively went back? But like, maybe PvPers wouldn't like it, but too bad. Go back to the old Souls games, add in seamless co-op. That's still something that we're definitely missing out on. Imagine playing Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 1 in actual seamless co-op. How good would that be, dude? That'd be insane. Yeah, I honestly think the older Souls games would be more fun in seamless co-op than Elden Ring is. I think it would actually be better because would be like less downtime just running around through areas and stuff on horse. You're actually just constantly doing stuff. I remember thinking about that basically as soon as I played DS3. How cool it would be if the game had an actual like good co-op in it. And not just summoning some guy for a boss fight. I think there's a place for both of them. Valhalla, thanks for the 18-month resub, dude. I appreciate that. I think yeah, Souls would be one of the best co-op games that's out there if they added that easily. The technology just isn't there yet. True. Actually true. Way too difficult. Let's go on Bender. Way too hard to do that. Man, like, what do we expect? Are they like some multi-million dollar fucking company? We're expecting way too much.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Imagine a death blood swamp in the DLC.
We need a modder to do it instead. Someone clearly more capable. Liam, thanks for the 8-month resub, dude. Death Blight Swamp. I wouldn't like a Death Blight Swamp. I would like a Sleep Swamp. Because a Death Blight Swamp, that's not unique, dude. Like, that's just the same thing. But I could just imagine, what is Smo doing? I could just imagine, like, a really unique area.
Maybe I'll
with
give you the
sleep,
best
you
nut
know? Because
ever.
I don't think it would be like,
Appreciate
I say
how.
a swamp. I don't think it would actually just be a, you know, like a fucking Barren Keep swamp or something. It'd be an area like straight out of Mario or something, dude. I'm blasting him here. That was one of the quicker ONS fights I've had, actually. Just because we got some weird Smo RNG. Lake of Rot. Yeah, Lake of Rot kind of sucks. Digit Lost as well. Thanks for the 14-month resub.
Heading out, are you?
Can I just... Yeah, I can just do this first, right? Oh. Wait, what does he say?
What is it?
Idiot. Just trying to sell my stuff, dude. Wonder if it's faster to go up this way, too. I don't know. Here we go. This one.
Farewell, chosen undead.
And there it is. You're welcome.
All right.
Damn, you've lost it.
I've lost it. I can't keep it after hearing Framps going in on me like that, dude. Clearly. What does he expect me to do? All right, so far so good. I mean, this is all stuff that's just normal any percent. Basically, nothing's different. Things only change after the split. Yeah, I'm just trying to get souls, yeah. We get a lot of souls from him, like trading the coins, especially, but then also some of the armor pieces are worth a couple thousand and stuff. Yeah, souls are very important on this run. Like, we want to get to 44 intelligence as quickly as possible so that we can use Soul Spear or Crystal Soul Spear. And yeah, like you need a lot more souls on sorcery runs just overall. Like magic runs in basically every Souls game. You want more levels on them usually. And then in that case, like this game, I guess the levels aren't actually as important, but they made the spells extremely expensive, and so that's why. Like I think each soul spear is about like 40k or at least 20k. A lot. This is, yeah, all bosses, Valhalla, so with the DLC. Wonder where all those guys went. I will keep his hair much longer. I don't remember what's the bet again? I don't remember what it is. That's the one got in 390 days, and how many days in is he? And so he goes bald after 90 days or 90 streams. I mean, 60 streams is still a lot of time. But has he done the God run yet, or has he just done the trilogy? Yeah, that's that's tough, dude. I don't know. Like, I wonder what you would have to be at this point to be on pace to get it. Because obviously, as you ramp up the runs, right? As you go from like trilogy to God run, that's a big jump. And then as you go from God run to God run 2, that's like an even bigger jump, right? Because you just adding more games on there. So I don't know. Like, I feel like basically what I'm saying is I think you need the most amount of time for the God Run 3, right? And so if it's, you know, I don't know. That's tough, dude. Right, that makes sense. You need more time for, or less time for trilogy, more time than trilogy for God Run, and then more time than God Run for God Run 2. And then more time for God Run 3, I would assume. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Not if consistency improves. Yeah, that's possible. Let's go on Tachi, by the way. Certainly possible. Even still, though, like I would find it hard to imagine that somebody gets the God Run 3 in less time than the God Run 2. Like, I don't know. Although, I guess it depends what that actually means, though, because I think of the God Runs as more just like a number of games rather than which game it is. But in this case, you know, Elden Ring level 1 is trivial, right? So maybe it is true that it doesn't take him as long, right? Whereas a game like Dark Souls 2 SO1 is not as easy. So that would likely take you more time. Yeah, I think they just do no attack upgrades, yeah. I'm still not a fan of Sekiro being included on those, especially SL1, because 100% there is no equivalent to SL1 in Sekiro. Like, there's nothing that's really comparable. Very hard boss. Interesting. I was testing this out. I was saying this a bit yesterday, but I was testing this out, and if you don't get that backstep, like, I don't really fully understand it, but I think it's something about that exact positioning that I was in there, where the boss's AI just totally does not work. Rene, thanks for hanging out, dude. Good luck at work. Okay, this is where I'm going to have to run back to the Undead Parish because I didn't get it earlier. Let's go with Soul Mass. Because I'm stupid. AP1 is basically SL1 plus 0. It's not, though. Like, Sekiro's a different game. You can't level up in Sekiro. So it's... Like, you can try to compare it, but no matter what, it's not going to be the same kind of challenge, so... That's why when I was saying earlier, if I end up doing all bosses of more games, like say I want to add in Bloodborne and I want to add in Elden Ring and stuff, whatever, there's no chance I'm going to add in Sekiro because it clearly does not belong. The only reason I did it when I did the God Run 3 is because I said I would do the God Run 3, which specifically has Sekiro in it. So like doing the God Run 3 means you have to do Sekiro. But if I do another multi-game run that isn't, you know, something that other people have done and it's like well established what it means, then I will not include Sekiro. Not because it's not fun, but just it doesn't belong clearly. How's it going, Nice? Welcome back. And yeah, I think the SL1 thing just very clearly highlights what I'm saying, right? Because hello? Please don't miss him. Well, I routed, in Sekiro, I routed the no Kuro's Charm, attack power 1, plus Demon Bell run. Which maybe I'll go back and do it, but I don't really... I would almost sooner do runs in Bloodborne than Sekiro, probably. Which is saying something. I just think Sekiro's not a fun game to run for me for like a long period of time. Just because it's kind of just more of the same stuff, no matter what you're doing. Well, Bloodborne runs, I would do way more of them if the game's performance wasn't so dog shit. That's the biggest problem. And the controls are also really bad. If it wasn't for those two things, then I would... And I guess also being a console exclusive. But that's not that big of a deal now that I actually like have a capture card and a PS5 and stuff. It's more... I just don't like playing a game that has low frame rate like that, dude. It's not as good. Simple. There's also, I guess, maybe some other things I don't like about the game as much, but that's not really the main reason why I haven't played it a lot. Like, sure, I don't like some of the boss fights, but that could be said about any of the Souls games. Maybe there's a high percentage of them that I don't like, though, maybe. I don't know. It's more just the fact that the game's in 30 FPS that it's just, like, brutal to me. And also, being on console means it's, like, it's harder to practice runs for it. It's harder to test strats in it. Let's go to Z's. There's quite a few reasons, man. That seemed kind of close. Beautiful strat. Definitely much faster than what I used to do with the halberd. Like, see, there's a lot of, like, these little time-saving things on sorcery. So I think once I get used to the route and I don't have to spend time thinking about stuff or whatever, then I'm sure this route will be... What is happening?
The gods demand repentance.
I'm sure this route will be a more comparable time to
All of it.
my old melee route. Yo, Ethan, thanks so much for the $5 donation, dude. Well, that's a good question. Maybe I'll do that soon. Although I have to do like Morrowind and Oblivion first, but I would like to do that soon, but I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Just because, I'm doing this run now. And then probably by the time I do this run, the Elden Ring DLC will be out, and so I'll do runs on that.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
So I don't know. I would still like to do it though, no matter what. But there's not really like a time limit on this stuff, right? So that's kind of nice. Well, I don't think so, anyways. JC Hollow, thanks for the 1 year resub, dude. I think this section actually wastes a lot of time too compared to what I used to do. Because I don't have to, but I run back to get the Crown of Dusk, which pretty slow. Ever heard of bigger cope? What was the cope? What did I even say? That I would do it eventually? I mean, one thing I could do is, I don't really like doing this, but I could have like 1 day a week or something where I do something else that isn't the main focus of the main run I'm currently working on. Oh yeah, we get Darkbeat later. I could do that, but the reason I don't really like doing that is because it just slows everything down. Obviously, I get runs a lot more quickly when I just focus on one thing, but like, let's say I spend 1 day a week routing Morrowind or something like that, then, that run's going to progress a lot more slowly than it would if I was just focusing on it. And then overall, I would have to end up I would end up spending a lot more time overall doing that run than I would otherwise if I just did it in like a week or something. I don't know if what I just said makes sense, but like both of the runs that I would do would end up taking longer individually than if I just focused solely on the one run, like one run at a time. But, arguably it's like better content stuff that way, but I don't I don't really care too much about that. You wouldn't be disappointed if it's the quality but same size as Ring City. Like you're saying for Elden Ring DLC. I would be disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Like sure, Ring City was good DLC and stuff, but really. But man, if that would be very disappointing, I think. Massive time loss here. Like think about what people overall would think of that. If they're used to the base game, which is just a gigantic game with so many bosses in it. Sure, like the quality of the bosses aren't super high, but you would just totally go against what the game is, kinda, by doing that. And so people would buy the DLC expecting something when you get something else. It wouldn't go over so well. I don't think. I could be wrong though. But yeah, maybe though, if they released something like that a few months after the game came out, then I would have absolutely no issue with that. Like release a smaller DLC. Like yeah, I guess it's a lot of it's just been the amount of time that it's been in development, or supposedly been in development. Because yeah, if they charged like $15 or something for a Ring City DLC a couple months after Elden Ring came out, I would be very happy with that, I think. I'd have no problems with that. Blame Armored Core? Yeah, maybe, dude. I don't know. Could be right. Mandatory triple Revenant boss. Those are the rumors, apparently. Surely. DLC ends up being like an Elden Ring 2. I mean, that's almost like half what I'm expecting, right? I could easily see that sort of thing. Just a whole... Like, it'll be... I could see it being the size of... Easily the size of a Souls game, right? Maybe. Have a good, you know, a good 25, 35 bosses in it. Maybe like 15 main bosses or something like that. Have eight Remembrance bosses, 4 to 5 Great Rune bosses, something like that. Guess we'll see, though. What the price is going to be? Yeah, that's another good question. Well, no, not 25 unique bosses though. There's no question that I think they're going to reuse the bosses and kind of just like repurpose them, reskin them. Why do I feel like this isn't the correct ring setup right now? Do I normally have bellowing on here? See if I one-shot them like this.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Yeah, maybe I do normally have bellowing on. So I can two-shot that guy. Yeah, surely the DLC will come out this year. Surely it will. Oops. Dude, the Crystallian Quartet is coming out. First boss you fight. That's the boss you gotta fight to actually get into the DLC. There's just 4 Crystallians sitting there. And you have to fight them. Mandatory boss. Romaine, welcome back, by the way, dude. Has a madness swamp. I hope it's. We were talking about it earlier. I hope it's a sleep swamp. I want to see a sleep area because we already have a madness kind of area, right? I want that sleep area coming in though.
Maybe I'll give you the
I think they could make such
ever.
a funny area like that.
Yes,
you know?
so much nice moment already. Machino love, Machino love.
Teoler, thanks for the 2-month resub, dude. Just have a bunch of enemies sleeping and I don't know. I think could be so good. What was your question, Wowo? I just didn't see it. I wasn't. It is kind of tough sometimes to like read everything. Sometimes I miss stuff. Probably most of the time I miss stuff actually when I'm doing an actual run.
Maybe,
I guess I could use hidden body
I'll
here,
give you the
but
best nut ever.
GL with a run.
Old Man Turk, thanks for the 3-month resub, dude. If I've done Convergence, well, actually, I need to play Convergence because the last time I played it was a long time ago, and there's a huge update. So like that's I'm gonna probably do that pretty soon. And they added an NPC. I forget what his name is, or what the title is or whatever of the NPC. But I don't really know what other mods though. Like that, especially for overhaul mods in Elden Ring. I don't know which ones are considered to be the best other than Convergence. But obviously there's like seamless co-op. But I don't know. Yeah, Fundamentalist. Yeah. Does that mean I have to play a Fundamentalist when we go back and play through it? Maybe. Yeah, I guess there is the Ascended mod. That's true.
Maybe
Come again.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Oh. Dude, I totally didn't cast that spell.
I failed to see
I thought. 10 bullets. Thanks for the Burning Prime sub, dude. And Pear, welcome back. A cheese enjoyer? I am, yeah. In like both meanings. Maybe there's another meaning that I don't know about though. Okay, so we go crystal and then we go crystal. And we're going to Taurus Demon. I think the setup is not correct. I need to go with Great Soul Arrow.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Good luck in the run, Renamo for Salute.
Solte, thanks for the 2-month resub, dude. Verota DS3 and DS2. Well, I have my routes from like years ago, which... Well, okay, so DS2 is probably the most up-to-date one. Just because DS2 is sort of a... Like, I've spent a decent amount of time routing in DS2. And also, it's not a game that people run as often, so there's less kind of like new strats and stuff. But yeah, the route I have for DS2 is definitely more recent than the route I would have done for DS3. Especially considering I haven't done all boss no hit in DS3 with Hidden Body, which I will use this time. So yeah, DS3, I did a race, a team hitless like event or whatever, all bosses DS2, which I did get a 0 hit in the event. So like I'll probably use a route very similar to that. And then for DS3, I'll just have to spend a bit of time like incorporating Hidden Body, but that's like it'll be the same upgrade path as what I've always done. So let's go on Baryon. Yeah, it'll be, you know, +5 Deacons, Abyss Watchers. I think +5 Pontiff as well. Like that good route. I think it's basically the same route as what I did in the Team Hitless tutorial that Geo, Eastwood, and I made. Get rusty in DS3. I'm going to be a bit rusty for sure. When it's been years since I fought certain bosses, like, I'm going to be rusty. There's just no way around it. Even though I played the game a lot. Do an Iron Keep route? Well, that was for DS2 SL1, which I remember I spent like a couple hours the night before routing something. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the all bosses race I did against Easy at one point. That was a pretty pathetic drop. But yeah, I would like to do a run with that route at some point for SL1. Because it's interesting, right? It makes a lot of sense to go through Iron Keep on SL1 and DS2, but the problem is you got to fight Skeleton Lords, you got to fight Mytha, both of which are some of the harder base game bosses to no-hit, so especially at level 1. You got like no stamina, and then Mytha, you don't have a lot of iframes, but the whole idea of that route was so that you could get the ADP ring in the DLC. Or was it the ADP ring or... No, you don't get the ADP ring, but you get the Dex ring. And so if anyone's been watching Hob, I assume he goes with a mace route for SL1, like mace and crossbow. Doing bow and rapier on SL1 is significantly better, but the problem is that, you know, the stat requirement's too high. But if you do an Iron King route, then you can get the Dex ring, you can get the work hook. And so you can very easily use the bow and the rapier. This guy didn't aggro this time, apparently. It was an interesting route, but its difficulty is definitely higher. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to go get the ADP ring. Like obviously for all bosses it is, but for that any percent route, I don't think it's just too far in. There is actually a skip that you can do to go reach it early using like the butterfly wings, but why did I set up red? I didn't mean to set up red tearstone earlier, dude. I didn't even use it. I kind of got mixed up. I set up that red tearstone for when I go to the DLC, not for this segment. Just got mixed up. Yeah, so this is a little bit of backtracking that we do on this. We do the skip twice, which is, you know, that's pretty unusual, I think. I think it's the fastest thing here, like, based on this route. Gotta make sure you don't miss this skip, obviously. Jump to that. Hard boss, by the way. True. I'm not sure why, but I remember in my old route, the old melee route, I think I fought that guy like straight up. But I don't understand why, though. Unless I'm remembering some, like, really old route that I did, like, before that other one. That dog did scare me a little bit. But I think that's fine. I think that skip is safe, or that little jump is safe, but it's just a little scary with that dog coming down. Magic has always been broken. In the old Souls games, yes, for sure. Okay, surely we won't get the weird opening this time. Like that hidden body is allowed in runs for team hitless rules. Well, I don't care about team hitless rules basically at all. Like, I don't follow them. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get the 19 attunement here, I think. Let me write that down. That makes sense. But yeah, I don't really care about team hitless rules at all. Like, I don't even really factor them into what I decide I'm going to use at this point. But yeah, no, I'm of the opinion at this point, like, if it's in the game, then it should be allowed. Because I just don't really see... Like, back in the past, I was kind of, like, more on the fence about it. But, like, if it's in the game, it should be allowed. Well, the reason why not is because... It just, like, there's a lot of, like, I do my own challenge runs, right? I'm not doing my challenge runs for Team Hitless or something. So there's no reason for me to do a rule set that's just not mine. Now, that being said, basically everything overlaps, like, almost. Like, maybe there's a few things that I don't count as a hit that Team Hitless would. But... kind of messed up a little bit. It's nothing really major.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Love you.
Ari, thanks for the 6-month Prime sub. Welcome back. Yeah, that's basically it. Like, it's not even like there's a ton of differences because I think most of the things make sense. It's more just the way I do it is just I do it the way that I think is the most like reasonable way. And I don't I don't like consult team hit lists or something, you know, for the rule set. I decided just myself. Okay, Sanctuary Guardian. That's pretty long for a boss that only needs to get hit twice. This is a casual first playthrough, Paletto. Yeah, dude. Zip, no hit run for Elden Ring. Well, yeah, again, it's just like I just do whatever I think makes sense. Obviously, I don't think Zips would make sense for a no hit run. That I would do. But if someone wanted, like, if somebody wanted to do a no hit run with Zips, like, I don't see a problem with that at all. But yeah, that being said, though, I think the team hit list things, I think it all makes sense, right? And I think it's good that they have a rule set that's there. And I can disagree with some of the rules, I guess, but you know, like the whole way that's set up is pretty decent, I think. You know, like if people want to start doing no hit runs, they can just look there. If they don't know the games very well, they don't need to like spend a shit ton of effort trying to figure out what rules they should do. They should just go and consult that, and like the actual like joining the team hit list thing, getting run verified, I think is perfectly fine. Like you need to have a rule set for that so that people know what to expect. That all makes sense. Well, even if you are using exploits, like there's no issue with that, right? You're just playing the game how you want to. So at the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter. Miyazaki forced the scripted death at the beginning of Elden Ring because he hates no-hit runners. I don't know why he did that. Who knows? I'm not sure. It is weird. I really don't like that. Not because I'm a no-hit run or anything. I much prefer what they did in Sekiro, where if you kill the boss, you actually still progress and you don't have to die after. Like, I just find the death really weird. I guess it's like the same in Demon Souls, though. Maybe it was a callback to that. No idea how that Crystal Soul Spear missed right there. Luckily, I was paying enough attention. killing Scion, you enter Stormvale. I guess that would be pretty interesting, because the thing with... Wait, do I get 24 attunement after this fight? I forget when... Or 23 attunement. Like, I could get it now, I guess. I'm gonna do it now. Why not? Nice to have extra attunement. Yeah, realistically, nobody's beating... I guess I really don't need it yet. Nobody's beating Scion on their first playthrough, like, unless you're trying to grind to kill him. So I think having something like that would be cool, actually. You just, I think it... You wouldn't really want it to be... I don't think you'd want a player to, like, accidentally stumble into that on their first playthrough. Yeah, Scion's hard enough where nobody would probably win unless they grinded the fight. Which you're not meant to be able to do, so... But at the very least, they should have just made it so if you kill Scion, you just get like a cutscene or something. You don't have to... Because that's the only instance where you actually have to die, right? Is if you kill the boss. Because any other way, like if you die to the boss, then... Then you get like the immediate cutscene. You don't actually even die. So maybe they did do it to screw with like people doing challenge runs, but it's hard to believe that. I'll wait for this lizard to leave. Hopefully there's no issue with waiting there. I feel like there shouldn't be. Okay, so he just flew around this time, which I think this messes it up. So I'm gonna... There's probably something I can do when he does that to like change the timing. I just haven't done this enough to know, but I'm just gonna bait out his long one here. Kind of scared me for a second because I heard him, but he kind of like, he was kind of slow getting there a little bit. I actually am very close to getting hit here. That's why I have to do that roll at the end. If I had more stamina, it wouldn't be a problem. I don't know if this is pure RNG or if I do something wrong. I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I need like an explanation of this strat a bit more. But yeah, this strat, like I think if it goes well, then it definitely should be saving a pretty decent chunk of time. Right, like just think about how much stuff you don't have to do. You don't have to go get the key. You don't have to run up to Goff, and you also don't have to run all the way back to Calamite for a second time. Because normally you have to go see Calamite before Goff, or like you have to go see Calamite before the Goff cutscene can happen. You got to go get the key. But like in that instance, I missed, like there were 3 like misses there basically, right? So probably it doesn't really save that much time there. But I don't know. Like a speedrunner would know more. How's it going, Durbin? Yeah, speedrunner would know more about that than I do. But just thinking about it should save like a decent chunk of time. But right there, with 3 misses, then probably not so good. I don't think I need this thing anymore. Just finished your first playthrough DS1 yesterday. Never been to this play. Yeah, this is the DLC area. As usual with FromSoft games, the best areas and the best content is always in the DLC. That is true 100% of the time. No, DS2, that's also true. Like, I mean, there's... That is definitely also true in DS2. Yeah, I guess... Well, I guess Sekiro. Yeah, true. Sekiro stays losing, dude. Save. I think I'm gonna free him this. Ooh, he almost... I was actually wondering earlier if, like, that was actually possible. Because I couldn't remember from, like, last time I learned this boss if that was the thing he could do, and clearly... clearly he can. I handled it well, considering I haven't seen that combination in probably, like, 3 years. Okay, so let's just reorganize this a bit. Dark bead.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut
Second level up too, even though... Like, I almost wonder if getting endurance would be better. Because we really don't need more damage than this, but... Freno, thanks for the 2-month Prime sub, dude. Yeah, they copied Liza P, dude. Manus. What a blatant copy. How could they do this? I thought FromSoft was better than that, dude, but apparently not. You know, maybe I guess I could have swapped to the soul arrows here, but soul spear should be fine. Okay, what's concerning to me is that we're already at an hour and 45 real time. Like, that's really slow. I definitely underestimated how long this route would be. Like, it's kind of weird, though. And I guess, obviously, I did, like, stop and take some notes and make save files and stuff, but... Still kind of... Like, that's still kind of high. I was hoping this route would be around 150. That might not be happening, though. How's it going, Dawood? Yeah, obviously, though, that is real time, and usually when you're talking about, like, the speed of a run, it's in-game time, which is always lower because there's no load screens and stuff. Oh. You know what? I think I normally walk more on the outside there. I think that might have been something I just forgot about. Because that was the short range attack, which I guess, I don't remember ever normally getting that, but if I did, then yeah, it was just too close. That's what I get for not watching my God Run 3 run before doing this. Because there's like a lot of these little details that I just forgot about. Well, that's a rip. The purpose of this run was just to set a baseline run, though, so not too upset about that. Yeah, there was just some like little details that I forgot about, though. Here we go. Back to Firelink. Yeah, we get the insane one king on this, dude. So it's so stupid. Like this run is so easy. It's insane with this build. This build is just so broken. I mean, I'd be surprised if we don't even like get this run by tomorrow. Or I don't know. It should be pretty quick, but also I need to make sure that since we're doing the trilogy, right? It's not just about getting the run once. It's about doing it every time. So far, this run's been really clean, though. Like, the only... Like, I got hit there, but it's just because I forgot, right? Like, I guarantee you in the God Run 3, I do that properly. We're just a bit too close to the enemy. Don't do it. By tomorrow, gotta shave my head. Why would I ever do that? How's it going, Spencer? Yeah, imagine me shaving my head for content, dude. I wonder why Hobbs never learned the magic route. I think he just doesn't like to use magic. A lot of people are like that. They feel like it cheapens the run. Which in this game, like, yeah, it definitely makes it easier, that's for sure. What run have I completed that I will never in a million years do again? Probably none. I can't think of a run that I wouldn't do again. It's not like speedrunning where, you know, potentially you get some like god tier run and you just know you can never duplicate it or something. No, hit runs are all about being consistent. And I guess in theory, if you do every run and prepare for every run perfectly, then you should just never get hit again, right? Like, theoretically. Now, does that ever happen? Like, not really, but... If I did, well, I guess if I ever finished that, you know, enemy and item randomizer no hit in Elden Ring, then that's probably a run I wouldn't do again. But I also obviously didn't do it, so. And the whole reason why I wouldn't do it again is the whole reason why I'm not doing it right now. So. I got hit to one of the ghosts, Jazz Prime, because I forgot the line I was supposed to take. Like, I should be able to get this next attempt, hopefully. But we will see. Yeah, DS3 no roll, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Although, actually, though, I think there was no RNG on that run that I can remember, so I probably would. But that's a tough run, though. Like a pretty tricky run. I'm gonna swap out this one, I guess. Yeah, but Cinder's not even RNG, though. Let's go on PI, by the way. You just gotta simply be good. At least I'm not aware of RNG. The way I ended up dying when I reached Cinder, like my distance PB on that run was Cinder when he went into curve sword phase, and he did the spin attack instantly without a roll, which is like, if you are in the correct position, you shouldn't get hit by it, like if you're just far away. But I think, I'm sure there's a clip of it somewhere, but I think what ended up happening was it was a like terrain issue, because I was on the left side of the arena where the slopes are. And I think that's what caused the hit, because I didn't remember doing anything wrong. Yeah, after I got hit like that, then I never attempted it again. Like, I attempted it probably like for 3 days or something. I got a 2-hit PB. I forget what the hits were, honestly. And then I made it to Cinder, got hit, and then just didn't do it again. It's an interesting run, though. It's very like top heavy, I guess, right? Where the run is basically trivial until you get to Cinder. And then it's like and it's a nightmare. It is unfortunate that we got hit to like an any % thing, though. Especially just one thing I forgot, because we probably are going to finish this without getting hit here. But yeah, it doesn't really matter, though, because the ultimate goal is just to be consistent at this run. Like, getting it for the first time doesn't really mean much here. Probably going to have to get it several times before I finish the Trilogy all bosses. Think Elden Ring Rando No Hit will be completed this year? Depends who's doing it, I guess, right? Like, if there's a lot of people trying it, then probably. You know what? Actually, my distance PB on this run, I remember I got hit to one of these guys. And I have no idea how. All I remember is I was running to this opening, and I remember looking around, and one of them aggroed to me, and then did like the tail attack or something. I have no idea how that's even possible, but I think that is the furthest I've been on this run, and this was the last split before Gwyn or something. And I think that was that was the last time I attempted this run. Like, no idea how, but... Area feels similar to Lake of Rot. It's like Lake of Rot, but worse, basically. It's Lake of Rot, but if they just spammed Lake of Rot with, like, a million gigantic enemies, and then... there you have it. Then you got this area, basically. At least the ending part of this area is decent. Like, this part is okay. Oh. Boppo, thanks, dude. Dark Souls in debug mode? Yeah, basically. I wonder if it would be worth me looking into this strat here. When I was doing the God Run 3, I said I would look into it. Like this Blossom strat or whatever, like the quicker one. Obviously, I didn't. And now...
Maybe I'll give you the best
I'm faced with it again. 98%. Like, what can go wrong with it? I think the reason why I have seen people do it. I've seen people get hit to it, but I think it's because they said they made a mistake. And I remember seeing somebody explain it. I don't remember who, but like, explain why it works. I just don't understand it, so that's why I haven't bothered. Especially because this one's fine. Get the perfect firestorm. Yeah. I guess if it's actually not 100%, then I'm not going to bother. For a run like this, where I don't like care, time doesn't really matter, even though I'm talking about it a bit. The time doesn't actually matter. I don't know. I guess I just won't worry about it. It's too bad it's not possible to, like, shoot soul spears through the branches or something. Or if there's some way that you could snipe the bug from outside or something like that. Carlo died on SL1? Yeah, I guess maybe. I don't really have a big stamina bar on this run, though, either. Yeah, that'd be sick. If there's actually a way that you could just snipe them, it'd be so good. Let's go on Pigeon. They were pretty decent, dude. Yeah, I'm really excited to de-rust on DS2. And DS3, I guess, but mostly DS2. All right, buddy. We are waiting for the Firestorm attack because it has a cooldown, I believe. So once you bait out Firestorm and in like a safer area, then you can go through the branches and then you won't get Firestorm where you get like destroyed by it. How's it going, Kanji? And Uprisen, welcome back. Where we walk to the bottom of the branch? Huh. Is the idea that he's like more likely to do it because you're out of range or something? Huh. That's interesting. It'd be worth like messing around for a couple hours in this fight and see if, I don't know. See if there's maybe something. Conkers, thanks for the 2-month Prime sub, dude. Surely this extra intelligence is needed and worth it. I'm sure it is, right? Our damage isn't high enough. Also, Freno, I don't know if I said thanks for that 2-month Prime sub, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, damage is never high enough. I could get more endurance. Because my endurance bar is very low. I can only do 3 rolls. Ever seen the Fire Rain? What on earth? No, I have not, clearly. I have no idea what that is. What is Moan percent? I think it's just you speedrun to get the glitch on Priscilla, right? If like one-shot her, which we obviously do on this run. Oh, wait, so could I could get soft lock on this run, you're saying? Oh. Is that actually something I have to worry about? Like, probably. Can I... What? Is there a way to get out of it or something? Got it the other day where I fell off and died. Yeah, but I thought that was because I boned out after. I thought that's what messed it up. Well, too bad, I guess. Surely it won't happen. When we're in game 3. But you can't just, like, bone out or something? Like, I don't understand. Well, I kind of hope it happens on this run because this run's dead, but... Oh! Well, that was pretty stupid. I guess I should have waited. Actually, I think I made a safe file right there. All right, so I got to make sure that all the orbs are gone before I run out. The boss one-shots me and I one-shot the boss. So, I guess, what should I do on Priscilla then? Like, hit first and then just... What if I, like, staff bonk and then dark bead? Would that work? Like, staff bonk and then immediately dark bead. All right, well, so much for getting a one hit there. Good that that happened, though. Oh, actually, I guess this is fine. I was thinking I should get some soul arrows for this section, but we're just gonna overkill everybody. Oh, that's the wrong spell. Oh, maybe maybe I shouldn't roll off that again. Okay, so I'm going to make a save file here. And then I'm going to... I don't know. Like, what counts as a one-shot, though? I don't understand. Like, it must be like killing her before she can go invisible or something, right?
I expected as much from
Oh,
thee.
that didn't work.
Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
What I used to do is something like this, where I triggered her, and then I would wait here until she got close. Oh, I have no dark beads left. That's really bad. Really, this will fire. Yeah.
Why could thou not let us be? Didst thou not see why Ariam...
That is what I used to do, but that's also when I didn't have enough damage to one-shot her, I'm pretty sure. That's so annoying that I have to worry about that when I could just... Well, if I get the soft lock, then the run's dead, no? Like, is there no way out of it? Or does... I've definitely gotten it before, where she just like keeps moaning, right? I've definitely gotten it, but I thought I was still able to leave when it happened. It didn't happen again, I'm pretty sure. I know I've gotten it before. Like where you die instead of TPing when you hop off the cliff? Well, that's what happened last time, but it was weird because I had boned out. Like, I thought you could just bone out of this area. And so that's what I did. But then I realized I rested at the first bonfire in the area. And so I didn't worry about it. And then I ran back again, and then I died. So I thought it was like something like that, but... I did not finish all the requests, PI, yet. Not yet, dude. Bone in. Yeah, that's interesting that they trap you. How's it going, Collins? I'm pretty sure she keeps not doing it, unless I'm not actually sure what this does here. Like, doesn't she just keep doing it? Oh, I'm gonna keep doing this until we get it. Like, assuming I actually can get it with a save file like this. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I can't leave? Oh. And there's nothing you can do. Like, you can't quit out, you can't...
But why?
No way, man. Like, you're actually just... bricked. And the run's dead if this happens. No way, dude. That's so stupid. So... Like, I knew this was a thing if you one-shot the boss, but I didn't realize, like,
What seeketh thee?
that you actually got bricked when this happened. Like, in the game, obviously, not bricked in real life, of course.
What seeketh thee? But why?
One second, I'm just gonna adjust my brightness here.
But why? What seeketh thee? But why? What seeketh thee?
Surely that's what I was doing.
But why?
Okay, well... Can you rest back at the bonfire? But you can't even, like, warp out of here.
But
Well, you fight, you die and fall and stuff, but you just, like, does dying fix it? Or not? We need that glitch like the one on that archives bonfire where you can just, like, sit from outside the cell and then warp after. That's what we really need, dude. Okay, well, let's figure out the workaround, I guess. It's so stupid, dude. When she goes invisible, does she always go to the same spot?
I expected.
The last time she came over here, I think.
Why does thee hurry toward thine death? Why could thou not let us be? Didst thou not see why Ariamis created this world?
I should probably get Gadget if I'm gonna be testing this here. Oh, what a garbage boss this is, dude. He didn't say anything that time.
Why could thou not let
Oh my
us
god.
be? Didst thou not see why Ariamis created this world?
Oh, what is that, PI? Is that a fix? I mean, I would use that. Oh. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Okay, well, there it is then. You ask how hard was it to fix this fatal issue that killed a numerous amount of speedrunners or speedruns? Well, it was embarrassingly easy. I've called Miyazaki, asked about him, and this is his response. Actually, I wanted For it to soft lock you every time, lol. Okay, well, I'm going to use that then. 'Cause, I mean, that's a good call. Nice. Or I could just do something like that, but there's no reason to. It's like a, I don't even know, dude. I do remember though, when I was doing this strat before, in the other route where I couldn't one-shot her, I came back to the staircase and then just waited for her to show up. But yeah, I'll probably just use the mod though. Like I just sat here. 'Cause, yeah, like she has to walk up here, so. Anyways, yeah, I'll for the next run I do, I'll get that mod going. Use dark bead. But yeah, I can do that too, but what? Dude. How? What happened? Yeah, she rolled it, dude. Clearly. I frame God. Maybe I just aimed too low. Anyways, I will get that mod going. Good that we figured that out now, I guess. Okay, let's, so Hush and Hidden Body last the same amount of time, right? Did we figure that out? Should we test it right now, just to be sure? All right, everyone start counting. Hey, it's probably gonna run out in 6 seconds. Okay, so 30 seconds. That's what I thought. I think in Dark Souls 3, it's only like 15. They really nerfed it. And then Hush. Perfect time for a break with this song going on, dude. I think this one's also 30, but... yeah, okay, so it's they're both the same, so... we don't need to use Hush, so let's go to Nito. Hidden Body's insane this game, dude. Like 30 seconds is a long time for a spell like that. Although the Hidden Body in this game maybe isn't as powerful as DS3, I feel like, because it's almost inconsistent in this game. with certain enemies triggering or not. Yeah, it's even, I mean, it could even be worth it in DS3 to get the Lingering Dragon Crest so you can get the extra, like, 4 seconds on it. Or whatever it is. Well, I mean, I probably have time for another run today. I guess I've only been streaming for like 2.5 hours, so. Didn't realize it's only been that amount of time. Yeah, we should be ready to get this run now, I think, though. Surely. Don't roll recover this. Brax River Boys, thanks for the raid, dude. How was your stream? I'm a little bit scared I'm gonna get blasted while casting, like, Hush or Hidden Body or something. Alright, well, this was, you know, this run was pretty solid. It just kind of 2 very minor mistakes I made, dude. Like, very simple, easily correctable. No, not really huge problems, just, like, small things. I mean, they're things that I don't even have to go back and look at because it's just so obvious. Surely I didn't forget any bosses, right? Like, there's 26 bosses in this game. But yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be more stuff though that I'm gonna have to look at. Like, I don't think I'll just be 100% consistent at this run quite yet. But it's a pretty easy run, dude. Like, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, true. I'll get that mod like after this run, I think. I assume I just drag and drop some, I don't know, DLL or something. I think there's 92 bosses in the trilogy, right? Right to Gwyn that activates. Really? I haven't actually done that before, but that was kind of nice. Just kill them all with Hidden Body.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Jesse, thanks for the 11-month resub. Yeah, sure, I'll check out the video. Darth, if you got it. Okay, let's see our in-game time. Obviously, it's going to be... Like, hopefully it's like 2 hours or something. Yeah, I guess this run is just... Honestly, this run's 15 minutes longer than I thought. Dang, dude. That's not great. Like, where could I save time? I guess there are lots of spots, but... That's pretty slow, man. That's pretty slow. Almost... I don't know. It's not too slow, obviously, but... Yeah, just a pretty long run, I guess, dude. Well, I killed Priscilla, but I was loading a save file, so... Yeah, the real runtime, like when we actually start getting it, is probably going to be around 2 hours, I guess. I was hoping it'd be like 150. I think that would have been nice, but... Also would be melee into the... Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's what I was doing before. How's it going, Carlo, by the way? That was my route previously, which was like... the route... That route for me was around 135, so... I'm trying to figure out how this is so much slower than that, though. Even if it is 2 hours. 25 minutes is a lot of time. That's a lot of time. But... You know, whatever. Okay, so let me get this mod going. Moan fix. Got the file into event folder. All right, 1 second. Let me do this. I wonder if Team Hitless allows this mod. I don't see why not. It's a mod that prevents the soft lock when you're one-shotting Priscilla. Is what it is. Yeah, some of these like there's quite a few things I think that Team Hitless doesn't actually have rules for. Like some more obscure things that, like for example, DS2 has a lot of them because DS2 is the least commonly run Souls game. Like that, at least. DS2 and probably Demon Souls, right? Dark Souls Remastered event. Okay, replace, I guess. So there we go. It should be good. But yeah, like for example, I don't think there's a rule for Team Hitless on whether or not the poison trap chest in DS2 counts as a hit. Like most people probably don't even know what that is, but there's trap chests in DS2 that, like for no hit you open, like in vanilla DS2 you open it. I guess, yeah, in Scholar you don't, but yeah, it's basically a chest that it has 3 possible options. It can heal you, very rare option. It can do the arrow trap, or it can do a poison AoE. Guess I should save this as PB. But technically, the poison, like, kind of micro-stuns you. Sorta. Like, your character... What I usually do on my runs is I roll back into it. And you can hear my character, like, grunting. And so, I don't think there's a team that's rolling that. Obviously, I don't count it, because it's just... Like, what would be the point of counting that? But... Like, DS2 is kind of weird, because there's a lot of those micro-stuns that happens. Where's another example? On Iron King, right? When Iron King smacks the ground, it slows down your character. Which like, definitely that's not a hit for Team Hitless, because that would make no sense. But it's basically the same thing. And I don't believe there's rules on it. Same with, like, jumping into enemies in DS2. You take damage when you jump into enemies. At least the one specific enemy that you jump into, you take damage from. The guy in, like, Forest of Fallen Giants. You take a little bit of damage from it. Yeah, there's quite a few of those. I'm sure there's lots that I don't know about as well. Of those very not well-known situations or whatever. I'm definitely not going to turn into a human, because you turn into a human, you get invaded.
Regrettably.
How's it going, Dyson? Yeah, the Priscilla thing, Carlo, apparently you just can't get out of it, if that's what you're talking about. So yeah, I think the mod, like, surely the mod actually works. But... yeah, as far as Team Atlas rules go, I wouldn't see any reason to not allow that. Literally changes nothing. Like, all it does is make the game work properly. It's sort of like Baby Jump Fix in DS2 or something. Or... I don't know what other mods, but... yeah, imagine I get there and I get soft locked. That'd be so funny. Submit runs again? No, I just don't see a point. Also, I'm not sure if things I do in my runs, like regardless of what run it is, I'm not gonna like take the time to check if it you know, follows the rules of Team Hitless or whatever. Like my God Run 3, for instance, does not. Reflections, how's it going, dude? The last run was decent. I got hit twice to two very simple things that I don't even need to like re-practice. Like we should be good to get this run here. And then it'll probably take, I don't know, it'll probably only take like a week to get consistent at this run, I think.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Take my money anyways.
I'm probably, realistically, I'm gonna have to spend more time on DS2 and 3 than this one, because they're like, this one's just so much simpler. Carlo, thanks for the 21-month resub, dude. Welcome back. Well, it's not that it's too much work. It's just I don't... like, it wouldn't take a lot of effort. But I just don't really... like, I just don't really want to, I guess, right? Like, we were talking about it earlier that I don't follow Team Hitless rules. Like, I just do whatever rule set I think makes sense. And for the, like, majority of cases, it aligns with what Team Hitless rules are. But it's more the... it's more just like the idea that I just do whatever I think makes the most sense. There are... I have no idea how many optional bosses are in DS3. Like... 13, maybe? I don't know. Let's go, Miles. God run all bosses. We were talking about it earlier, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Not sure if I would actually do that, though. The reason I'm doing this run, I talked about wanting to do this run like 2.5 years ago. And I just never got around to actually doing it. Yeah, what I could do, though, also is just spend... Well, the games that I haven't done all boss and no hidden are this one and Bloodborne. And I get technically Demon Souls also, but... I mean, that barely counts. But yeah, I could spend like a week or two doing Bloodborne all bosses as well. Just to like do runs that I probably should have done like years ago. But I don't know if I want to play Bloodborne so soon. That's the problem, dude. Yeah, Demon Souls all boss, very tough run. Very tough. Opinion on people who drink through straws? I don't know. I think that's fine, I guess. I don't know. I've never thought about it. You know, it's probably worth, like, it's probably not worth me doing this strat on this run. But for sure, when I start the trilogy, I'm going to do this. Might as well get back in the habit of doing it. Yeah, paper straws are brutal, dude. And in Canada, like, I don't know exactly what the situation is, but I believe all plastic, like, Canada's banned a lot of plastic stuff. Like, very recently, actually. And so everyone does paper straws now. I'd rather just drink only with my tongue than use a paper straw, dude. It's horrible. Like, it gets all soggy and terrible. I'd rather drink like a dog than than drink through one of those things. I don't really know, Carlo. It's been so long. For sure, the most consistent, like, the most consistent I feel I've been in both of the games, like the peak of doing the all bosses runs, it'd have to be DS3 because I've done that run like so many extra times with a bunch of different weapons. But there was also a point in time during like a team hitless race where I practiced DS2 all bosses and I no-hit it several times before the event happened. So it's actually probably pretty close. But they're kind of like, they're two runs that are hard for different reasons. DS2 is harder, not really as much because the bosses, although there are some brutal bosses in it. Like, the running sections are much trickier than DS3, I feel like. Yeah, it's probably pretty close. It'll be interesting to see, though, once I de-rest on those games, like, how it goes. The Watcher nuke at Thronies? It probably depends on what game I do it in. If I do it game 1, then I'd probably blast them, but if not, I'd probably go bow or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of decisions I have to make that, just like for the God Run 3, certain strats I did in the God Run 3 I would never do in a normal, just any percent no-hit of a game. But I just did it because it was safer for a multi-game run. That's going to be the same for this. So I'm going to have to adjust my routes slightly. Maybe not so much in DS3, but in DS2 I will. But I also don't remember a lot of the strats I did on that, so I don't even... I must not have gone Red Iron Twin Blades at that point, right? There's no way. That's old. That's old route. But yeah, somebody brought up Skeleton Lords, like my Skeleton Lord strat the other day, which is very rough. Like, the only reason I was comfortable doing that strat, and I assume I used the mace or whatever, the only reason I did that is because it was early in the run. But if I was doing Dark Souls 2 Game 3 or something like that, there's no way I would want to go with the Mace Skeleton Lords. It's just brutal for them, so... I'd much rather go with an upgraded Rapier or something. Maybe that's what I did, though, because Rapier is definitely better on that fight. In terms of moveset. Yeah, I guess glass straws would be the play if you want to drink out of a straw. As long as it doesn't get, like, dirty or something. I'll do vanilla DS2 for sure. I cannot remember the last time I drank out of a straw. So I just honestly can't. I have no idea. Who drinks beer with a straw? I don't know, man. Not me. Well, I guess I've seen people, you know, I don't know if people do this. I've definitely seen people at like sport games and stuff, like at hockey games, rocking the helmet or whatever, or at least I used to. You know, you get the helmet and you got the straws coming in. So maybe something like that. That's so funny. I haven't thought about that in such a long time. Yeah, I don't know if people still wear beer hats, dude, but definitely remember them a little bit. Oh yeah, of course I wear the beer helmet. Essential. Essential part of practicing. I clearly love alcohol, dude. I can't get enough of it, actually. And I'm obviously a big advocate as well for it. Surely. I'm just 24/7 wearing my beer hat. Yeah, when I'm not smoking, I'm drinking, dude, with my beer hat. And when I'm not doing either of them, I'm not having a good time, clearly. Yeah, the the ZV helmet's coming out. Oops. The green screen is back. The beer hat is green. Yeah, exactly. Somebody finally figured it out. Yeah, and I have like my decoy iced tea over here as well, like to pretend like I'm drinking it, but I'm actually not. So you guys don't catch on. Go to a Rangers vs. Sens game. That is a fantastic idea.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Best idea I've ever heard, probably. Yeah, someone give me some keys, dude. Of course. That's terrible, dude. It's a lot of damage I just took right there. Willader, thanks for the brand new prime sub, dude. I just turn around so that I can like keep some distance there. I don't think you need to do it. But if you're, I think you can either be close, like point blank, or far. If you're, there's like, I think there's a distance in between where you start baiting out, like if she runs up to you and does the sword attack, like she'll do the triple combo still, even though she gets stunned out of it. And on the last part of that combo, she like really moves her head. And if you're at sort of a weird distance, then like you won't be fast enough to hit her. And then you'll get destroyed. Like that is if you don't adjust your angle, so yeah, I think you can either be really close, like point blank, or at the distance I was. I just like to say the distance, I think.
Thanks.
Beerus Guado, thanks for the 2-month prime sub. Welcome back. Yeah, so once she starts like sprinting, then I just move back a little bit, keep that distance. No, well, did you use mouse keyboard for it, Carlo?
I'll give you the best.
I think I probably wouldn't do the loop if I didn't go mouse keyboard. Like it's so free. You're using the keyboard. Well, at least I feel like it is. But Plague, thanks for the 2-month prime sub as well. Welcome back. Yeah, controller's rough. I use a lot of mouse and keyboard at the start of this run, actually. Like I do the Quay-like fight mouse keyboard. I line up all my like bow shots mouse keyboard. Any free aim with sorcery mouse keyboard. People, I think a lot of people underestimate how useful mouse keyboard is in these games. Like, and people, I don't know if people do it anymore, but I remember so many people would clown on people using mouse and keyboard in the Souls games, but it's good, dude. At least if you're trying to aim stuff. The reason people have told me why, you know, people like cloud on mouse and keyboard for a while in these games is just because, like, Prepare to Die, I think, was significantly worse with the mouse keyboard support. And obviously, well, at least I don't think they have PC controls as the first thing on their minds when they're making the Souls games, right? It's all about, like, controller first. But if you haven't tried it before, go into, like, any Souls game and try free aiming a firebomb with mouse and keyboard, and then try to do it with control, or do controller first, like if you're used to controller, and then after that try mouse keyboard. And yeah, even just aiming the bow is it's a lot quicker to aim with, or do those like fine movements with the scope, obviously. Is this the run? I hope so. But realistically, I'm sure that, like, realistically something's gonna go wrong. I don't have enough experience on this run to... well, I think. Something will most likely go wrong. Gotta decrease my brightness again, dude. On teach the section 80. Yeah, that was rough, dude. 1 second, you guys. Oh, oops. Surely nobody will chase me here. Okay. Yeah, that was funny, like showing her the sorcery the sorcery strats and stuff. What's her PB at this point in the run? See if this angle is good. Or this distance. Oops. And there's also a lot of instances where it doesn't really work so well in DS1 because trying to use controller and mouse and keyboard in this game at the same time, like, the game hates it, dude. It's basically not an option. But in Dark Souls 3, there's several times where I have one hand on my controller, my left hand, and then I'm aiming with the mouse. Or the opposite, like I have my right hand on my controller for the camera, and then I'm aiming with keyboard. Like when I play Dark Souls 3 and I free aim firebombs, that is what I do every time. Like, I put my left hand on W, or on the, you know, WASD, so I can aim better. And then my camera is for the height, it's not as precise, and I just do that. Like, I do that all the time. Or PB was 3. Okay, that's pretty good. Just getting there. Winter storm warning. That probably means we get at least like 15 centimeters. My distance PB on this, well, I guess technically it's the 4-king split with this route, but the first that I've ever gotten on like all bosses no hit in this game would have been when I attempted it many years ago. I think I got to like the 3rd last split. Got hit by a T-Rex guy. T-Rex legs. I don't even know how. There must be a clip of it somewhere, but at this point, I'm sure my channel has like actually tens of thousands of clips, so it would be tough to find. But oh, dude, I forgot to light this bonfire again, man. What am I even doing? Yeah, DS2. I mean, I think a lot of people don't know that I've done a lot of DS2 runs, so it's probably not going to be as crazy as you think it is. Like, I've done several DS2 runs. This is the only, out of the 3 games involved in this run, this is the only one that I haven't done all boss no hit on. It's the only one I haven't done SO1 all boss no hit on. Also. Why isn't the guy outside weed whacking? Well, considering there's a good 30 centimeters of snow out there, I don't think there's any weeds to whack. I guess maybe shovel guy. More appropriate. Yeah, I need to update the green screen to get shovel guy in here. Good call. A flamethrower guy. Dude, that'd be such a sick way of removing snow from your driveway. No, Finn got it. Pork in... I think it was at some point last year, right? I saw he uploaded a tutorial on it. SO1, all bosses. But he's the first one to do it in Scholar. I believe I'm still the only one who's done it in Vanilla. But I don't know. Yeah, Finn the DS2 legend, dude. It's too bad that the VOD of my run, it has so much copyright music on it that I think it's blocked in a lot of countries, dude. So okay, I killed him again. I think that slight hesitation I do there might actually make this work better. Yeah, the VOD is really scuffed, dude. I mean, I could still go back and try to like mute some of it so it gets unblocked, but like the problem was that like I locally recorded it and I didn't talk. Like it was off stream. It was during a practice run of it. so I wasn't talking, and so like YouTube could very easily pick up every single song that was in it. But the thing is, I'm gonna do SO1 no upgrades at some point, so it's fine. Like obviously at this point my setup's a little bit better, so music won't be included and all this stuff. You're blasting his Eldon. Yeah, I don't really worry about the cheese too much here. Like, if it happens, then that's cool, but our damage is so high that it doesn't matter. Yeah, SL1 no upgrades all bosses in DS2 is something that I routed a few years ago. It's a really nice run, dude. It's pretty awesome. Like, I'm gonna do that at some point for sure. I was considering actually doing that instead of the trilogy all bosses, like right now. But maybe I'll do it after, or I don't know. Maybe it would be a good run to prepare, actually, to de-rust at DS2. It's an interesting run, though, because it's maybe not as hard as you would expect it to be relative to the leveled run, because the damage is actually still pretty solid with the Ice Rapier. For example, if you do twin pets correctly, you still get a one cycle. Like, you still can kill the first pet before the other one comes in. And so, like, that's the level of damage we're talking about with the Ice Rapier. Ivory King is basically always the toughest boss in DS2, all bosses. So yeah, I don't remember what build I went for on him. Like, it must have been Great Club.
Maybe I'll give you the best.
Or for the
nut
knights,
ever.
obviously. The actual boss part is not too bad.
Enjoyers gave a try.
Yeah, it was for sure Great Club. Like, I actually remember a lot about that route, I feel like. Slithers, thanks for the 16-month resub, dude. But yeah, that's DS2 all boss is just a really fun run, I think. A lot of areas to route through, a lot of bosses to kill. Yeah, I use keyboard and mouse there. You could use bow instead, I guess. But I just like using... Honestly, find mouse keyboards more precise. Let's see FromSoft remake DS1 and 2. I would prefer to see a DS2 remake, personally. But yeah, I mean, that'd be obviously good. I'd like that. Or maybe not even FromSoft remaking it, or like just Bluepoint or somebody else. I would like that. Yeah, the Puzzling Stone Sword is very good at SL1. SL1 in general, but SL1 no upgrade, it's really good in DS2. Like, that's the primary weapon, I feel like, until... I don't know when. But yeah, one thing that's really cool about DS2 all boss is that there's so many different weapons you use. Because, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff you have to go through. And there's a lot of different situations where you need different weapons, so... Like, even for leveled runs, like, when I do the all bosses route for DS2 for this run, it probably uses at least... I mean, we use the rapier. I probably use the old iron hammer, whatever it's called. Obviously, the black bow. Or longbow. Not sure if I use anything else, but... Like, that's 3 weapons. That's 2 more than these runs, basically. Or DS3 and DS1. Yeah, it's like the old knight hammer or something. Really good for the first phase of Ivory King, although probably I'm going to just bow in that phase for this run. It's just the safest thing to do, even though it's so slow. Yeah, it's obviously really good for, like, Horse Valley as well.
I will stay.
Flatten the horses. I wonder... I know that there's a strat that people found in Scholar, I believe, where you can get 0 horses. I'm fairly certain it doesn't work in vanilla, but you guys remember I spent so many hours and a few streams testing things in that area. I found a way to get 1 horse, but I couldn't find a way to get 0. The 1 horse strat is still really good, though. And thank God I have an actual recording of that route as well, right? Imagine how much of a pain in the ass it would be to relearn or try to refigure out all the strats that I found for that run. Because, like, the strat going through Frigid Outskirts, I look at these little markings on the ground that are just so obscure, like a slight dark spot in the snow is what I look at to get to the locations. I mean, even with a video, it's probably still going to be tough to remember exactly. But without a video, dude, like, I don't know if anybody else does that strat. Very few people run vanilla DS2. So probably that strat would have been long gone. But yeah, I have a VOD. There's actually two. There's, if you remember the Team Hitless event where I did a race against Easy for DS2 all bosses with like Otts and McDrunkard commentating. In preparing for that run, I got a run like just practicing off stream, and I recorded it and I uploaded it. So it's on my YouTube. And then also there's the VOD of the actual race, but it's the exact same route. So like I have a good up-to-date route on it, which is really nice, man. So it shouldn't take that much effort. I just have to relearn it all, and then I just have to maybe adjust certain things so that it's safe for a multi-game run. Yeah, Easy finished the run in like sub 3 hours, and mine was like 3.5. But yeah, he ended up getting, I remember he got hit by like a statue or something. And then once I learned he got hit, I just took it really slow. Just wanted to make sure I got 0 hits at that point. Which, of course, I did. Yeah, Easy was routing the Master Run in DS2 at some point. I wonder how much progress he made on it. Remember, he told me it was possible, so at least for any percent. Like even right there, I used my mouse to aim that shot. Like I just use it so much. I honestly forget how much I use it because I just don't even think about it at this point. But somehow I aggroed this guy. Horse. Horse again. DS2 all bosses actually, or DS1 all bosses is actually a really fun run, dude. Maybe just the all bosses runs are overall more fun, because I remember in Bloodborne when I was routing that as well. It's like, man, this run is so much more fun than any percent. It's probably even more so the case in Bloodborne because the any percent is so garbage in that game. There's a total of one good boss on it, basically. But then you get to the, you know, DLC bosses and some of the optional fights, and they're just so much better. Is there really only one good boss in Bloodborne 80%? Basically. Unless you want to consider Wet Nurse a good boss. Yeah, Gascoigne's like the only one that I like. And then you have, you know, Amelia, who's okay, I guess. Shadows. Miko Lash. Rom. Just Bloodstarved Beast. One Reborn. And that's it, I'm pretty sure. Not the most strong lineup of bosses, you could say. But yeah, once you get to the optional bosses, then you get like Gehrman and some much more engaging fights, Ligarius, and then obviously DLC fights are basically all good, except for Living Failures maybe. Ludwig's good, yeah. I mean, Ludwig's fun, Maria's fun, Orphan's fun. But just, you have to get to the DLC for those, right? You gotta, like, slog through the base game. Yeah, Gascoigne's really fun, though, man. Too bad not all the bosses are that good. I did a lot of PvP in DS3. Other than that, not really. I've done a tiny bit in Elden Ring, but I honestly don't really like Elden Ring PvP. Like, at least not enough to justify spending a decent amount of time there. Yeah, Amelia's decent. Yeah, Amelia's decent. I think the main thing for me, though, is that I just don't prefer those beast-type bosses as much as, like, a normal Souls boss or whatever. But maybe it's also just because I don't really know the game as well, right? That's going perfect first boss. I don't know about perfect, but maybe. Yeah, I think him and Gundy are both like really good opening bosses. Like basically as good of an opening boss as you can possibly get, so. Nice, I've been hitting that shot. I didn't know, but if you hit these guys, it's like Iron Golem where you hit him in the ankle, I think. They just take more damage, so I can actually one-shot him. If I hit him anywhere else, I don't one-shot him. Market's good too. Market's good too. I kind of actually messed up. This is fine. There's going to be a hitbox there. That went straight through his shoulder. Well, yeah, that was basically a perfect situation with sorcery there. This fight can be pretty rough with sorcery. Like honestly, overall, I probably prefer melee on this fight, but I think it's just because I've done this fight more with melee than sorcery, so I'm more used to it. Yeah, it can be really good like that, but it can also be really bad, like smoke getting in your face and. Is 4 enough here, actually, I wonder? Looks like if I don't miss, it is. As I hit him in the hammer. I have great heavies as well. Soul Mass is the best thing to use here, but if I want to like cheese him with a pillar, then... It's fucking sniped, dude. Blasted. Take him right out of the air, dude. Do I ever look down on you who die to these bosses? Yeah, I hate people who die to bosses in the Souls game, dude. I just despise them. Like, what are you even doing, dude? Honestly.
Thou hast journeyed.
Just so inferior, so just honestly, like, what are you even doing? Like, play a different game. Play like Hello Kitty Island Adventure 2 instead, if you're dying to a Souls boss. Especially ONS too. That's just inexcusable. Just horrible. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna finish this run today, if we actually get somewhere. I kind of started streaming late, so
Heading
we'll see.
out, are you?
Yeah, imagine imagine taking damage, dude. Just that's crazy. Imagine getting hit. I haven't tried Sifu, but I really should, because I really liked Absolver. And I very rarely play more than one game at a time, and so that's kind of why I haven't played it, I guess. Oops. And I interrupted the good noises.
With the... All right.
Damn, you've lost.
Faster.
Priscilla moans, man. Maybe I should make that like an alert or something. The sound. I'm gonna get like banned if I do that though. Yeah, it's art. Yeah, true. But didn't Twitch like take back all of that stuff or something? I don't really, maybe I should, but as you can imagine, it doesn't really affect me too much with this particular thing. But then they like kind of crack down on it again, like all that stuff. But they I don't really care much either way, to be honest. I just don't give a shit at all. But they introduce
Maybe
new TOS to allow all that
best
stuff, and then they walk it
ever.
back like immediately. it's so funny, dude. Classic Twitch L, as usual. Like, the changes themselves aren't, like, I don't really care either way, but the fact that they clearly roll in something that was not well thought out at all. And, and then they immediately take it back. It's so funny. Anyways, yeah, clearly just call it art, dude. Well, they didn't swap that too quickly. Well, I've never done that. I wonder if that's possible. I guess you don't even really have to turn those skellies. It's only if you're too slow. Come on, game. Seems like a difficult run. Yeah, this run is not what you would call the most challenging no-hit run there is, but maybe this is a good like starting all bosses no-hit run to go into, you know, if you want to kind of like ease your way into it. And you want to do some Dark Souls all bosses no-hit runs. Weird hearing double me. Why do you hear double me? You got like double tabs open or something? Oops. I don't even know why I pick up the Firekeeper soul on this. Oh, two different devices. The true Gino Machino viewer, dude. Commitment. Now that's a good viewer, dude. Nice one, Chaz. Nice, dude. Also, La Retro, by the way, thanks for the Bernie Prime sub. I don't know if I said thanks for that already, but I have a bad case of the streamer memory where I can't remember if I like say hi to people or thank them for stuff or anything. I just can't remember. I don't know. I think it's because I'm like focusing on the game at the same time. That's what makes it tough, dude. If I was just chatting or something, then I'm surely I wouldn't do that. Animations for perfect timing. That is correct, yeah. It's just to time it so I take the correct amount of damage, and we need the correct amount of damage here so I can set up RTSR on the drop into the boss here. I should test the strat more. If I don't get that backstep, like if I hard land, I wonder if this is just like, this can't happen anymore or something. It's such a weird strat. I don't know if other people do that in sorcery runs or what, but the other day I just kind of like stumbled into doing that somehow, and he just walked in the corner and I just blasted him. I don't know. Like because I know the last time I did it and I hard landed, it didn't work. Like he started attacking me properly. So. Well, this is preparation for the whole run. I haven't done DS1 all boss and no hit before. So that's what I'm starting with. I'm going to get this run first. Obviously. I guess what I could do is, you know, prepare the other no-hit runs and then grind this run out. And just once I get this run, then go immediately into the others as like an attempt of the trilogy. But like, that's not really the goal. I'm not just trying to get to a point where I can only do the run once. I want to be able to be consistent at all the runs and then get it the proper way. Retro, thanks for the 333, dude. Thanks so much, dude.
First timer on the stream, love the YouTube replays. I'm currently doing a no-hit run on DS3 after my run. Any tips?
Yeah, thanks so much, man. But tips on DS3. Learn and then win. Simple. It's Simply learn it, and then simply win after that. I just...
Maybe
Oh.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Dude, you're making me waste all my soul spears. I think I used to do this with like Soul Arrow where I could shoot it over the ledge or something. All I need to do is take 5 seconds and go look at my God Run 3 DS 180%. And see what I did. Zibby Zek. Thanks for the brand new Prime sub, dude. Yeah, there's definitely some things I need to practice a bit more on this run, dude. No question. I think... the Hydra strat that I do. I haven't done it a lot, so I'm not 100% confident in it. Like, not the strat itself, but it's more of just my execution of it. Or do you use sorcery then rushing Darkbead? Well, we don't get Darkbead that much later than you would if you just went immediately and did minimum content to go reach it. So, like, I kind of am rushing it. Sorta. Oh, Polish name Zbyszek. Is that correct? But no, like I do doing the Taurus to Gaping kind of string of bosses there. I could wait for Darkbead, but we have sorcery and I one-shot them all anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, the problem is when people ask me for advice on stuff, like generally I... Okay, good. I somehow missed that. Maybe I should do that on keyboard too, actually. It's really hard to give advice on things that people ask me to give advice on. Like, oh, how do I, any tips on the boss that I'm fighting? Like, I don't know, dude. I just gotta figure it out. Yeah, I did almost miss it, yeah. Well, you can land on the... You can land on the rope, but that's not ideal because I wouldn't have gotten red tearstone. That would have been kind of annoying. But yeah, learn and then win is actually really good. A really good strategy, though, right? It's not just a meme. Oh. Oh, you idiot. I wonder if this guy's gonna... Let me see if I can turn him, maybe. I completely messed this up. Oh no, he sees me or something. Surely won't die. Dude, I'm so stupid. That was a deserved death. I did not learn and then win. I wonder how far in this is. 59. Yeah, I probably could have just run away and de-aggroed him, or if I just knew his moveset better, then I would have just fought him, but that is totally what I get. Yeah, forgot and lost. Actually true. Anyways, that'll probably do it for today, guys. Hopefully I think I'll be able to get this run tomorrow. And then, yeah, after I do this run, then, you know, we'll de-rest on the other games and then hopefully get Trilogy all bosses before Elden Ring DLC comes out. I literally have no idea how much time I have. Nobody does, but I should have at least... This run's not going to take that long. It really shouldn't take that long. Unless I keep making mistakes like that, then it will, I guess, right? All right, who should we raid, dude? Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow for a longer stream. I had some stuff to take care of this morning, so that's why I started kind of late. Let's raid... Let's raid, I don't know. Let's raid Strawberry. I don't remember the last time I raided her. No idea. Been a while. But yeah, go say to Strawberry, you guys. I will be back on tomorrow, like I said. Surely we'll get the run tomorrow, right? There's no possible way I don't get it. Like, that was just an absolute bonehead mistake I just made. Because I wasn't really paying attention. Presumably, if I'm paying attention, I get the run. Yeah, this run is pretty simple. There might be just a few kinks, like things that, you know, strats that are bad, or things I have to look at. What I'm gonna do tonight, I'm gonna go to the Centipede Demon fight and the Gaping Dragon fight, and just reset the fight until I get those weird openings, so that I know what's gonna happen there. But then, other than that, I can't think of anything else that's really wrong with what we're doing here. So, but anyways, yeah, take care, you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow, and have a good night.